There has been something in the gaming scene that has been bothering me for quite some time now, and I just had to make a video about it. It's everywhere you go, no matter what game you play, and that is battle passes. I'm going to be talking about the huge problem with battle passes nowadays, but before we start, I have to say that over 97% of my viewers are not subscribed, so I would absolutely love you, and I will tuck you into bed tonight if you do subscribe. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. Battle passes have infested the gaming world for quite some time now. I mean, it grew popularity ever since Fortnite made a huge ton of money off of the system back in 2017, and what started off as a fair alternative to loot boxes have just become one of the most exhausting, time-consuming mechanics in all of gaming. If you ask me, it's almost as bad as loot boxes, because at least with loot boxes, you pay for it and it's done. You get your loot and that's it. But with battle passes, it demands not only your money, but also your time. And if you play more than one game, you already know the pain. You're basically working a second job to keep up with these battle passes. Now, I don't really have a problem with battle passes as a system because you pay somewhat of a fair price, usually around $10 for quite a lot of cool content in the game that you would have normally paid so much more if it was, in the regular in-game store. At the start, when battle passes were a thing, it felt rewarding. The grind was there, but it was manageable because there were only a few games that had this system. Fast forward to today, where every single multiplayer game has their battle pass system and wants you to grind their battle pass. And I mean, we're talking COD, Overwatch, Valorant, Destiny, Siege, and so many other games. And just when you think single player games are safe, well, the new Assassin's Creed game even has a battle pass system. So yeah, it's gotten way too far at this point where every game feels like they need to have a battle pass, and that's where I have a problem with it. There are just too many battle passes in the gaming scene where if you don't spend all your time on one game's battle pass, you can't afford to spend anything on any other game's battle passes because you just don't have the time for it. Now, this is where the real issue lies. It creates this artificial pressure, like you've already paid for the pass. Now you feel obligated to log in, complete challenges, grind daily, just to avoid wasting your money. And all of them have FOMO, the fear of missing out. They're gonna have these really cool exclusive skins that will make you want to buy it, but when you do, you're sort of locked in their trap. You have to grind to get these rewards, or else when the season ends, they'll be gone. And of course, you don't want to miss out on these rare exclusive skins and also, just waste the money that you just spent on the pass. So yeah, these battle passes have just restricted a lot of players to just playing one game and one game only. And of course, this is just one of the problems with them. They also have a problem with content, where games use them to make an excuse for content in their game. So if you don't buy the pass, then the game will just end up feeling like it doesn't have a lot of content within it. So people who are willing to pay for this content want all it comes with, but they also don't want the weight of playing the game for so long and investing so much of their time on one single game just to get their money's worth. So what's the alternative? How do we fix this? Well, the solution isn't really to remove battle passes entirely. It's just to make them fairer. And I have some solutions that's both really good for the players and really good for the company. Now, my first solution to this problem is a really simple one, but it's also really good. And that's just to simply decrease the amount of XP needed to complete these battle passes. A lot of these games feel like they need to have 100 tiers in their battle passes, and it just ends up getting filled with just so much junk that nobody wants, and it's just simply there to just inflate the battle pass while also making it way longer to complete. So getting rid of bloat in the battle passes would be amazing. These useless charms, stickers that nobody buys the battle pass for, nobody cares about, would help decrease the time to complete battle passes. But I highly doubt they would do something like that, so that's why I suggest to them just simply decrease the amount of XP needed. And one final but very big change that I highly recommend they do is for you to keep the battle pass you pay for. So after the season ends, if you paid for the battle pass, you could still continue to progress that battle pass even after the season ends and still claim your rewards. So this change would only apply to players who have actually paid for the pass. So that way it would keep that rarity or exclusivity of these skins or items in the pass. This would of course help the players so much, and I feel like they would get so much more sales if this was the case, because players who join late during the season, you know, only have a couple of days left before the season ends. There's not really a point in getting the battle pass because it's all going to disappear. But with this system in place, they could still get the battle pass and still work on it next season, just to give players a more incentive to buy the battle pass. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much the end of the video. I feel like they need to make these changes because they've just been the same for years now, and something needs to change. So with that being said, please guys subscribe, like the video, and comment down below. I want to hear what your guys' thoughts and opinions are in the comments below. I'll be reading and checking all of them. And yeah, guys, that's gonna be it. I hope everyone has an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which is probably gonna be Fallout related, but we'll see. So peace.